Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Wes Upton, and I am honored and blessed to be the principal of Mooresville High School. I welcome you to the Mooresville High School's 138th commencement ceremony. We ask that you silence all cell phones and electronic devices, and please remain seated throughout today's ceremony so that graduate family members and friends can enjoy today's commencement. Also, please take all personal pictures from your seats. The class of 2022 thanks you for your cooperation in these ways. And now I present to you the class of 2022.
Good morning. My name is Hannah Butterfield.
And I am Suzanne Head. We are the Student Body Vice Presidents. On behalf of the class of 2022, please rise, remove your hats, and join us as we honor our country in saying the Pledge of Allegiance and singing the National Anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. We would like to welcome you to Mooresville High School's 138th graduation ceremony. The class of 2022 asks your assistance in maintaining the rich tradition and dignity of today's ceremony by remaining seated throughout the ceremony and by holding all applause until all names have been read. We and our families appreciate your support in ensuring that we can hear our names called in recognition of our achievements. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah, Suzanne, and Lucas. At this time, I'd like to introduce our special guests joining me on the stage today. To my right are Dr. Bill Roberson, President of the School Board of Trustees, Mr. Randy Taylor, Superintendent of Schools, and Mooresville High School Assistant Principals, Mrs. Chrissy Owens and Mr. Zach Love. To my left are 7 outstanding leaders of the class of 2022, the valedictorian, the co-salutatorians, senior class officers, and they will be introduced throughout today's ceremony. I would also like to recognize other educators who have worked diligently to provide opportunities for our graduates to succeed, including school board members, associate and assistant superintendents, school administrators, teachers, counselors, social service providers, and coaches. Please join me in giving these valued educators a round of applause. On this Memorial Day weekend, I ask all members of the class of 2022 who will be joining our military to stand, as well as all veterans and members of the armed forces to be recognized for your service and sacrifices for our country so that we may have the freedoms we enjoy today. Please join me in giving these amazing men and women a round of applause. Thank you. Parents and guests, I'm extremely proud to speak with you today about the many successes of the class of 2022. Our students have overcome uncertainty and many academic challenges placed before them. In their 4 years at Mooresville High School, they have accomplished so much, and I'm confident that they will continue to throughout their life. I could give a very lengthy speech, and still not capture all the amazing things these students have achieved. To highlight just a few from this year, over 50 of our graduating seniors have been awarded with nearly $2.5 million in scholarships to further their educations. 60 graduates have been recognized for their character, service, and academics as members of the National Honor Society. They are wearing the gold stoles. Nearly 48% of our graduates are wearing gold tassels to recognize them for having earned an academic honors and/or a technical honors diploma. These students maintained at least a B average while taking more rigorous course load, including additional math, science, and world language courses. These students also earned college credits and/or industry certifications for their work while still enrolled at Mooresville High School. Students who rank in the top 20 of the graduating class based upon cumulative GPA are wearing an additional medallion. Lastly, our valedictorian and co-salutatorians are wearing special medallions for earning the highest grade point averages in this outstanding class. Please join me in giving the awesome class of 2022 a round of applause for their many achievements and successes. Now to speak directly to the seniors. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching you grow over these past 4 years. During my 6 short years here at Mooresville High School, I couldn't have chose a better class to have as my first as the principal. You have accomplished so much, and I am positive you're going to accomplish so much more. You have finished all the required courses for graduation and taken a slew of electives. Now comes the time to forge your own paths. As John Stewart once said, the unfortunate yet truly exciting thing about your life is that there is no core curriculum. The entire place is an elective. What you choose to do from this day forward is an elective. Some of you have chosen the elective of college. Some of you have chosen the honor of joining our armed services, and some of you have chosen to take the skills you have received and enter the workforce. Whatever elective you have chosen, I have seen what you're capable of and know that you will soar to new heights. Now, my challenge to you can best be described by some words of wisdom from Disney. Walt Disney, that is. He said, all of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. You have shown courage throughout your high school career. Your freshman year started off great, and then you kind of got robbed at the second half of your sophomore year. Junior year was riddled by quarantines and restrictions. Finally, by the second half of your senior year, we returned to a quote-unquote normal school year. Despite all of those pauses and those challenges, you demonstrated courage and grit to overcome. You didn't let the potholes on the road of life keep you down. You overcame, and you didn't just survive, you thrived. You led our school to successes in all avenues. You had arguably the best overall year of athletics our school has ever seen. You have dominated the performing arts world with numerous trophies and gold medals. You've placed students on the state level for academics in art, job skills, agriculture, yearbook, and so much more. And you have had the compassion to create a resource for people with handicaps in the county that's already being looked at by other counties around the state as a model. All of these things were only accomplished because you had the courage to never back down and fight for your better future. Keep that courage and grit, and without a doubt, as Walt Disney said, all of your dreams can come true. Thank you, and congratulations on completing this monumental step towards achieving your dreams. And at this time, I would like to introduce LeeLoo Craig, the co-salutatorian of the class of 2022. LeeLoo is the daughter of William Craig and Carrie Ebert. She is a member of the National Honor Society, the track team, and participates in competitive gymnastics. LeeLoo will be attending Indiana University Bloomington as a psychology major. LeeLoo Craig.
Hello. Hello. I want to give a warm welcome to everyone for attending this ceremony as we celebrate the graduating class of 2022. I will start off by thanking the teachers, administrators, and most importantly, parents or guardians for everything that you have done for all of us. I can speak on behalf of many of us by saying that there's no way that we could have made it this far without you guys, and now more than ever, it's important to not take what you have for granted, as cheesy as that may sound. So once again, thank you. As I sat down to write this speech the day that it was due, I found myself struggling to be able to reminisce on the high school experience and sum it up in just a few paragraphs. Quite frankly, everyone's experience was different, and it would be pretty boring of me to just ramble on about my own experience. Now, this is not a big school, yet I don't know everyone here, and I know that not everyone here knows me, so hi, my name's LeeLoo, and I stand here not just as the salutatorian, but as a fellow graduate of the class of 2022. Starting off in elementary school, we were all taught early on a very narrow idea of what success is. Whether you cared about your grades or not, everyone's achievements and academic ability was boiled down to simple marks on papers. This labeled students early on as good students or bad students, even if they were both equally as intelligent. As we grew up, we were told that perfection was not attainable, yet you could score 100% on a test, and don't forget about extra credit, now 110% is possible. Memorization and cheating is celebrated as long as you could achieve high marks. So take it from me as someone who cared way too much about their grades. When you walk out of this door today, we all start over. Nobody who is sane is going to be bragging about their 4.0 GPA or a 4 on an AP exam when they're in their 30s. Whether you graduated in the top 10% of our class or the bottom 10% of our class, how you take advantage of your opportunities in the next 5 to 10 years will have the biggest impact on your future. Grades aren't going to play a precedent in your future, but your work ethic and attitude will. Now, I'm not a big fan of motivational speeches because I think they really only help people that are already motivated. You could have the biggest support group cheering you on throughout your life, but unless you're willing to make that change yourself, it's just wishful thinking. I wish that I could tell everyone here that if you just work super hard, you can be anything you want, easy peasy. But however, that'd be incredibly ignorant of me. There are a lot of obstacles in life to factor in, and you can't just Google 10 steps to success. If it was that easy, life would be pretty boring. Everyone has different goals, and the best thing I can tell you is to focus on what you can control and to not be afraid of failure. As dreary and depressing as life can be, there is also great joy in it, and I hope you are all able to continue learning and are able to find your passions in a way that maybe wasn't taught in school. High school wasn't exactly how everyone thought it was going to be, but this is only the beginning of our lives. When thinking back on the past, I hope everyone is able to look back and see their growth up until now, instead of regretting their mistakes. You are not bound by your past. There is plenty of time to get where you want to be, but with that will come struggle. Mark Twain once said, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the things that you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. I hope my corny advice reassures some of you, and if not, this is probably the last time most of you will ever hear from me again. So I want to say congratulations to everyone and good luck on your future endeavors, and thank you once again.
At this time, I would like to introduce Nicholas Allen Wiley, the co-salutatorian of the class of 2022. Nick is the son of Brian and Lisa Wiley. He's a member of Champions of Character, National Honor Society, and the MHS basketball and baseball teams, and most recently selected to play in the North-South Indiana baseball game. Nick will be attending Indiana Wesleyan University, where he will continue to play baseball and study computer engineering. Nick Wiley.
Before starting my speech, I would like to take this time to thank a couple people. I'd like to thank Mr. Upton and the office staff for putting on this event today. I'd also like to thank all the teachers for providing the entire class of 2022 with knowledge to get to this day. I would like to thank everyone in attendance today for being here to support someone they know and love here in the Curry Center. It means more than we can ever express. As an athlete for the last 4 years at Mooresville High School, I would also like to thank everyone who has gone above and beyond for supporting our high school sports. Nothing can measure my level of gratitude. To the class of 2022, we have made it. We have survived SATs, ACTs, finals, AP testing, and even a global pandemic. Today marks a new chapter in our lives. Some people will go to college, some will go to trade school, some will go straight to the workforce, some will go to the military. Regardless, we have all achieved something special. We have graduated high school. Our lives have been building to this day, and with resilience and a little bit of luck, we have accomplished the goal that was set for us 18 years ago. I would consider myself lucky to have the high school experience I had. When I was a freshman, the seniors accepted me into both sports that I played right away. The people who have affected my life, The people who I have met affected my life positively. However, as a sophomore, I lost my baseball season due to COVID. This made me realize something. I realized how fragile our time is on earth. Until COVID hit, there would always be another time, another baseball game, another day of school. COVID put this all into question. School shut down March 13th, 2020, and did not open up until August 5th, 2020. Spring sports season canceled. Most work environments were shut down, some for good. Since then, I have learned many lessons. The following 4 are the ones that stuck with me the most. Lesson 1, mindset is everything. Life is reflected in how you perceive things and the habits that you have. Using both methods to look at your life, you realize how closely related they are to each other. If you're wanting to start a good habit, then you have to know exactly why you want to start the habit. Motivation to start the habit will eventually die off, and you will only be stuck with why you wanted to start the habit. That introduces your why. If your why is strong enough that the habit will stick after the initial motivation wears off. Breaking an unwanted habit requires the same thing from you, a strong why. If you're struggling to break a bad habit or make a good habit stick, try again with the mindset that the true problem lies in the inability to live the life that you're wanting to live. Think of your good habits as being in the future and your bad habits in the past. Even if you have stopped biting your nails for 2 days, that is something that you used to do. That puts the action in the past and creates the mindset that was something that was a part of my past life, but not a part of my life now. Similarly, this works for good habits. Instead of thinking, I'm going to start reading more books, think instead, I am a reader. This all of a sudden makes the act of reading not seem as much of a job. It makes you sound like the person you're wanting to become. Lesson 2. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. In today's society, it is easy to compare yourself to other people. Social media has become a highlight reel for someone's life. Everyone has their struggles, but not everyone talks about all their struggles. If you try to chase the ideas of being a perfect life, then you will always come short. You will always feel not enough. However, if you look at the mindset of trying to get 1% better every day, then you may not see the change in the moment, but eventually you will see the difference. Find consistency within yourself to try to be better today than you were yesterday. Given this mindset, you are no longer worried about what other people are doing. I'm not saying to ignore people when they tell you how they're doing in life, but do not start to compare yourself to them. You will thank yourself for thinking this way. Lesson 3, be the change you want to see in the world. You cannot be worried about changing other people if you are doing the exact same thing. You can only change directly how you act. Others will follow if they want to change. Psychology states that the most likely way someone takes action is to first watch someone else do the action and then repeat it themselves. This shows that any good leader has to first start with the base of leading by example. Without leading by example, there is no trust to build. Lesson 4, never stop being curious. Curiosity is one of the best qualities of human beings. It makes us wonder about what the future holds, where we can improve in life, and what is still out there to learn. Technology has become our best friend when it comes to satisfying our curiosity. You can Google anything and get an answer in what seems like an instant. I challenge everyone in here to learn one new thing every day. Find that subject that piques your interest and learn about it. I also offer another challenge to everyone here. The next time you think about the future, imagine what it would be like if you start the good habit and stop the bad habit today. Then remember, all can become a reality with the correct mindset. Level up.
I now introduce to you the valedictorian of the class of 2022, Isabel Shostrand. Isabel is the daughter of Ellen Shostrand and James Mong. Throughout high school, she participated in National Honor Society, Best Buddies, Key Club, the captain of the Science Academic Team, Spell Bowl, and Earth Club. She was nominated for Indiana Academic All-Stars. In the fall, Isabel will be attending Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology to major in chemical engineering in preparation for applying to medical school. Isabel Shostrand.
Hello, welcome. It's my honor to thank everyone on behalf of Mooresville's class of 2022 that has helped make graduation as special as it is. So thank you to all of the staff, teachers, students, and parents that have helped set up, plan, and put on this event. Of course, I would also like to thank all of the family members and friends attending this event, especially my family. I love you guys, and I wouldn't be here without you. When I showed up in the office and first asked about what to put in my speech, they told me, and I quote, "The valedictorian usually talks about the future." I decided to take that as talking about the next 5 to 15 years and not future, the guy who raps mask off. It's hard to predict exactly where you will be or what you will be doing in the next 10 years, 5 years, or even year because life is and always will be unpredictable. Lego Batman says it best when he tells us that your first life lesson is that life doesn't give you seatbelts. Things don't always go your way or exactly how you expect, but you adapt, you overcome, and you survive. Understanding that these unpredictable moments come with purpose is one of the most important things I could tell you today. The Serenity Prayer shares the same idea of accepting your past to become wiser and develop courage to tackle your future. It also helps us understand the idea that every decision we have ever made in life has led us to where we are today. Thankfully, we are all graduating. Taking the outcomes of these decisions, good and bad, as teaching moments will only further help you in preparing to take the next steps in life. The next steps in life look different for all of us. Some of us are moving away to college, joining the military, or starting our careers as SoundCloud rappers. No matter where you're going, what you're doing, or how you're getting there, you need to set goals for yourself. I cannot explain the importance of setting and maintaining goals for yourself, as they create that winning mindset that will eventually make you successful. But even if you have these positive goals, and you set them and you follow them, you cannot let people deter you from them. Vince Staples mentions the crabs in a bucket mentality, the idea that when one crab tries to leave the barrel for its own good, it is only pulled back down by other crabs in that same barrel. Even though it may seem like he's just a crazy guy talking about crabs and fishing in a barrel, you can apply it to the people you surround yourself with. I can personally say that having loving friends, family members, and mentors around you that are just as serious and driven for success as you are will only benefit you. Don't let those who are jealous of you, not as happy as you, or preying on your downfall dictate if you achieve your goals. You will always have people who don't want you to accomplish your goals, and I can say the best revenge is always success. Goals can give you a purpose, but they can also motivate you to be the person you want to be. When becoming that person, remember not to work hard just for the approval of others. Make your actions a reflection of who you are and what you are about. Kendrick Lamar's newest album tackles the ideas of working towards, for, and on yourself. But one of his main points is that I can't please everybody, and you can't please everybody. Sometimes that's really hard to hear, but I think it's necessary in growing as a person. When you constantly seek approval from others, you'll never have control over your own life. You'll be chasing standards you never quite seem to meet, and your happiness will never be truly attainable. Being truly happy is one of the most important things I could tell you to strive for. There's so many definitions of happiness and what it means to be joyous, content, and fortunate in life. Some people are content with what they have, and others have an insatiable desire to do more, be more, and always have more. In life, it is pivotal to understand what makes you happy, why it makes you happy, and how you can attain that happiness. Another important piece of happiness is being able to be joyful for others. As I mentioned earlier, you do not want to surround yourself with negative people or let their negative mindset consume you. Be supportive of others and learn to be happy for them when they reach their goals. This will only help you in the long run with being truly satisfied with what you've done in life and the lasting impact you will have on this earth. It is so important to understand the impact you have on others through your words, your actions, and your decisions. I am so grateful for the impact my brothers have had on me, as it has helped me in deciding what exactly I came here to say today. Growing up, they've helped me understand the impact your voice can have when you choose to use it to advocate for not only yourself, but for those you love. Being able to uplift them on a stage as great as today's is something I'm beyond thankful for, and I'm sure I will never forget. I'm asking you to find your voice and to use it for the greater good, to make sure that those without a voice are heard. Use your voice as a way to bring people together rather than push them apart. Make your voice a reason for somebody to do better, be better, or become better. As SpongeBob says, you don't need a license to drive a sandwich. But he also says, no one can change a person, but someone can be a reason for that person to change. Having a reason is the same as having a purpose. Two things I find equally important for me to bring up today. Make your purpose something that reflects your wisdom, your heart, and your individuality. My purpose today is to share with you the life experiences and knowledge I have gathered that has made me who I am. I hope that my words and my actions have inspired you to be the person you want to be when you leave Mooresville High School and embark on your journey. As we part ways and I inevitably stop talking, I will leave you with the final analysis. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. When you spend years building, someone may destroy it overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you did today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you've got anyway. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you 325 young adults who have completed the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Mooresville Consolidated School Corporation in the state of Indiana, or have completed the goals of their individual education plan. And to you, Mr. Randy Taylor, Superintendent of Schools, I present the class of 2022 and recommend they receive their diplomas.
Thank you, Mr. Upton. It gives me great pride to congratulate you, the class of 2022, on attaining your high school diploma. But this class has done more than complete 4 tough years of hard work. You've also shown the determination, persistence, and sheer grit to forge through the toughest of circumstances. Therefore, upon the recommendation of your principal, and the power vested in me by the Board of Education of the Mooresville Consolidated School Corporation and the state of Indiana, I declare the class of 2022 graduates of Mooresville High School. Please come forward to receive your diplomas.
At this time, Mrs. Chrissy Owens and Mr. Zach Love, Mooresville High School's assistant principals, will read the names of the graduates while I present them with their diplomas.
In an effort to maintain the rich tradition and dignity of this ceremony, the class of 2022 requests that you hold all applause and recognition until all names have been read and all diplomas have been presented. This request is out of respect for every graduate and their families. Isabel Reese Shostrand. LeeLoo Laureen Yu Sin Craig. Nicholas Allen Wiley. Lukas Andrew Bullock. Isaac Richard Skaggs. Shelby Leanne Dorsett. Bryston Eugene Lee. Allison Paige Tudor. Hannah Grace Butterfield. Suzanne Lauren Head. Donovan Taylor Adamson. Shaylin Marie Adair. Damian Andrew Albrecht. Leighton Bradley Anderson. Taylor Nicole Anderson. Caitlin Renee Archer. Jillian Nicole Alt. Gabriel Valentino Bailey. Nolan Christopher Baker. Silas B. Baker. Carly May Barber. Chloe Noel Barnes. William Deacon Beard. Caden Quinton Becker. Mackenzie Scarlett Becker. Mackenzie Raylyn Becker. Connor Michael Bellner. Brandon Nicholas Bender. Madeline Grace Benninghoff. Michael Vincent Bernardino. Carly Elizabeth Biddle. Corey Joshua Blanford. Brody Charles Bond. Alicia Ann Bradford. Lily Kathleen Lijiang Bosanki. Avery Grace Bosworth. Nathaniel Noble Breedlove. Gideon Nathaniel Brimage. Jaylee Elizabeth Brinkman. Austin Josiah Britt. Lainey Joe Britt. Alex Joseph Broadstreet. Spencer Roy Brown. Abigail Rose Bryant. Nicholas David Burns. Brantley Butcher. Connor Joseph Cassidy. Jordan Kyle Butcher. Dalton Max Butts. Michaela Sky Byers. Madison Aubrey Kane. Jacob Michael Callender. Isaac Lee Carson. Lavana Christian Faith Carson. Lisa Kassar. Joshua Wayne Castile, Jr. Jocelyn Adriana Chino. Alex Lee Christian. John Elijah Clampett. Evan Wade Clark. Veda Catherine Clark. Daniel Jess Sterling Coffey. Kyle Nelson Colborn. Carly Wade Collins. Triley Janae Colvin. Jordan Michelle Comer. Justice Rochelle Comer. William James Comer. Casey Elizabeth Condon. Nathan Len Connor. Miriam Alice Kuhn. Emma Grace Cooper. Trey Allen Creech. Corinne Carolyn Cowger. Jeremy Dean Cooper. Emily Rose Cordell. Solomon David Cornforth. Maxine Suzanne Cosat. Kaylee Michelle Coltis. Benjamin Andrew Cox. Peyton Amanda Shea Cox. Sophia Louise Cox. Andrew Joseph Crawford. Hannah Joyce May Creech. Devin Michael Davis. Owen Michael DePoy. Nathaniel Anthony Davis. Stevie Lynn Davis. Noah Parker Day. Madeline Pearl Denny. Dayton Lane Devon. Isabel Jade Devrick. Damon Dale Dilly. Mercedes Dawn Childs Dilly. Annabelle Danielle DeMeo. Darius Zane Disney. Jillian Marie Donis. Harley Jo Marie Dowell. Amanda Jordan Epling. Laura Eileen Farmer. Marissa Lynn Catherine Dowell. Michaela Riley Eaton. Elijah Wayne Elkins. Aaliyah Kaylee Ennebrad. Jasmine Emerly Nicole Engel. Gracie Lynn Esselman. Anakin Xander Ferrando. Emma Lee Farrand. Abby Jo Finn. Gavin Morris Fisher. Macy Alexa Fischerow. Brock David Gibson. Wyatt Evan Gibson. Maxwell Artum Fischel. Miranda Marie Flannery. Chloe Elizabeth Flynn. Landon Luke Francis. Peyton K. Francis. Joshua Allen Franklin. Josie Ray Freeman. Mercedes Lynn Garrett. Bailey Meredith Gary. Jiminy Autumn Moon Gastineau. Karis Zeta George. Allison K. Graber. Wyatt Monroe Glenn. Maria Gomez Mateus. Nathaniel Gonzalez. Kayla Mackenzie Gott. David Alexander Eli Green. Tinley Jade Danes Green. Cheyenne Renee Gregory. Kendall Davis Grover. Braden Ray Hall. Sierra Marie Hamilton. Jesse James Colton Hartwell. Dylan Kobe Harvey. Elena Marie Heron. Jacqueline Elise Howenstein. Austin Dakota Hawes. Corey Arthur Heckinger. Dylan Christopher Hemmerling. Bradley Joseph Hess, Jr. Jacob Scott Hildebrand. Matthew James Holland. Anastasia Rose Holliday. Ashton Allen Holtzclaw. Mallory Marie Hoots. Alexis Michelle Hopkins. Andrew Michael Hopkins. Austin Milton Hopkins. Madison Dawn Horvath. Brian Anthony Hauk. Carter Jameson Howard. Anthony Allen Hubble, Jr. Alexia Lynn Huerta Couch. Natalie E. Ignis. Isaiah Otto Ingram. Logan Cole Jackson. Dustin Trey Jeffries. Jenna Renee Jenkins.
Tyler Michael Todd. Logan Childs. Brady Arnold Johnson. Michaela Renee Johnson. Riley Mason Johnson. Stephen Allen Johnson. Ross Eugene Jones. Keegan Anthony Jones. Mackenzie Jade Jones. Reagan Eugene Jones. Haley Nicole Caston. Andrew Robert Joseph Keith. Alexander Stephen Johnson. Bryce Scott Kennedy. Caitlin Taylor Kennedy. Isaac Michael Scott. Christopher Lee Kenworthy. Kiera Janelle Kidwell. Hannah Marie Kirby. Skylar Bryant Kissel. Magdalene Karoma.
Colin Michael Kraus. Jackson Thomas Karash. Jacob Michael Lalonde. Mariah Renee Lalonde. Emily Taylor Lang. Brianna Jo Leibarger. Aiden Connor Lawson. Marshall Ethan Lawson. Alexis Renee Lee. Alacia Madison Lynch. Faith Eileen Lynn. Leah Marie Mann. Alexander Dennis Marine. Harley Jean Martin. Morgan Elizabeth Martin. Emma Faye Maskell. Ian Allen Massey. Hody Shane McBriar, Jr. Ryan Jacob McClure. Bruce W. McGar III. Sophia Joyce McKinley. Austin Matthew Mead. Edward Michael Mead. Faith Destiny Medlock. Peyton Kendall Metzger. Kirsten Irene Messersmith. Madison Danielle Meyer. Logan Michael Mickley. Benjamin Michael Miller. Dale Patton Mills. Joshua Allen Mills. Sierra Nicole Morgan. Ariana Nicole Moore. Joseph David Moore. Riley Danielle Morgan. Dylan Ross Mosley. Kyron Elijah Mumford. Grace Elizabeth Murphy. Teresa Lynn Marie Newman. Chloe Grace Newstead. Clarissa Margaret Niehaus. Osvaldo Nieto Hernandez. Clayton Dean Noonan. Emma Faith O'Connor. Noelle Renee Payne. Maxwell Michael Lewis O'Brien. Caden Andrew Osborne. Marcus Nolan Ray Oskins. Hunter Michael Overholzer. Samantha Marie Packard. Robert Edward Pauley. Travis Allen Peck. Jacob Mark Pennington. Matthew Chase Perkins. Jonathan Paul Peterson. James Lee Post. Josiah Matthew Pierce. Morgan Page Pearson. Colette Elizabeth Plew. Jenna Bryn Polson. George Wesley Pointer IV. Aiden Nicholas Breslin. Abigail Grace Price. Glenn Emerson Prose. Austin Lee Pugh. Caden William Pugh. Keegan Maurice Ramsire. Mason Renee Ramsey. Kaylin Jade Ricketts. Gavin Frederick Lewis Reidenauer. Alex Jess Sappenfield. Logan Xavier Sox. Nolan Maxwell Rutherford. Kylie Nicole Reidenauer. Abby Marie Robbins. Casley Kayanne Roberson. Kinley Suzanne Roberson. John Christopher Robinson. Samantha Marie Rockefeller. Autumn Janae Rowe. Sean Robert Coleman Romano Ewert. Justin Kenneth Sanders. Brent Joseph Schultz. Alexis Lee Smith. Callie K. Seeley. Jaden Alyssa Rose Sellers. Yan Z. William Shee. Bryce Edward Shields. Natalie Renee Shields. Brianna Jade Smith. Jordan Malik Smith. Benjamin Thomas Snyder. Allison Lee Spears. Emma Nicole Stansberry. Emma Joanne Stapleton. Mackenzie Shea Starkey. Alexander Foster Stewart. Emma Elizabeth Swain. Allison Christine Tabscott. Emily Dawn Tabscott. Lindsay Renee Tabscott. Faith Nicole Stout. Aiden Paul Thomas Sweets. Maya Lynn Swift. Grace Dolan Taylor. Kylie Danielle Taylor. Nathan Allen Taylor. Morgan Nicole Terrell. Gavin Michael Toole. Lillian Grace Warfield. Norkiza Ian Thomas. Elizabeth Louise Thompson. Madeline Ann Thompson. Jonathan Michael Todd. Zachariah Dane Trimble. Alyssa Lynn Tummers. Elizabeth Lorraine Vandiver. Emily Grace Walker. Michaela Hope Wallace. Caleb Isaac Webster. Connor Reese Webster. Braden Douglas West. Jaden Blaze West. Grace Leanne Wheat. Brenner Quinn White. Ethan Cole Wilson. Evan Christopher Wilson. Peyton Riley Wilson. Cora Joelle Weingarten. Zachary Thomas Woodson. Lana Grace Yeager. Abigail Christine Young. Alex Diamond Moore. Samantha Danielle Finley.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2022. And now, I would like to present, I'd like to present the treasurer of the class of 2022, Mr. Bryston Lee.
And now, fellow classmates, having completed all the requirements and having received our diplomas, please stand and join me in the ceremonious turning of tassels. I lead them. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Well, just tore it off. Yeah, that's good.
I would like to now invite the class secretary, Shelby Dorsett, and class vice president, Isaac Skaggs.
As the newest alumni of Mooresville High School, we invite all Mooresville alumni to stand and join us in the singing of our alma mater.
Now we would like to invite you to join our classmates and us as we reminisce.
try for the high-pop flight that I fumbled one September.
And he makes a fuss over some A+ that he shouldn't still remember. And he goes along, getting hurt, getting mad, fighting fights that are over. And unless I'm strong, all my senses are carried away.
I can feel my head, my trembling head, on Michelle's Angora sweater. I can hear my bed, that awesome bed, only now it sounds much better.
I can see the kid I used to be, on the stage, on the field, in the lunch line. I can feel him tugging at me, every time I think I don't care, I blink and he's there again, he's there again. Fighting ancient wrongs, humming old hit songs in my head. Singing, come along, come along, come along for the ride. To a time and place
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. Raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. Stormy seas, I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up
Congratulations to the graduates and their families. At this time, I invite Student Body President Allie Tudor to center stage.
Well, hello everyone, and thank you for attending today's in-person and relatively normal ceremony to support and celebrate Mooresville High School's class of 2022. And to my fellow classmates, thank you for hanging in there. rolling with the punches, and overcoming obstacles that we didn't even know could exist. Like the pandemic, for example. At the conclusion of this ceremony, the graduating class of 2022 and the Alumni Association invites you to join us at a reception in our newly remodeled cafeteria. Woo woo. Also, the replay of the senior slideshow, as well as graduation, will be available to you on demand on Pioneer TV. Following today's ceremony. Lastly, please remain seated until all of our graduates have exited the gymnasium and the lights come on. Wow, using the word graduate is pretty crazy, but my, oh my, it feels so good to say it. Congratulations, Pioneers.